Show solidarity to Tommy.
And at the end goes to the bar.
Anyway, as always, well, I thought I was messed up last week, but no, I'm going to mess up this week instead. Hello, fellow Cravers, and welcome to the CTG Podcast for Wednesday, the 25th of March. Hello, you have me, GD. You've got Doc, who's in his little box as always. You've got Cajr down there. Hi, Cajr. And this week, we are joined by a new guest in RedShimmy. How are you doing, mate? I'm
doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing very well as well. It's been an interesting week, I would say.
Has it?
Yeah, with delays and passwords being changed and me forgetting to put the stream key in. So that's why we've been delayed for 15 minutes.
It's all good fun.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all part of it.
It's part of it. This is what we do. If we were professional, we would be getting paid for this kind of stuff. Anyway, so let's begin. Like always, we start with looking at a game series, and since we have got two PC main gamers this week, I thought we'll look into a series that is been mainly on PC, and that is the Total War series.
Yay!
Yay, joy. Now this is the fun part, because I barely know anything about this. Now,
and I know even less.
Yes, so I'm going to guess the feeling, you two being the PC gamers here, you have at least played this and know a little bit about this.
I played up to about 2007.
So what was that?
That was, last one I played was Medieval War 2. Ooh. Medieval 2 Total War.
That's why I don't understand. Why is it like that? Why is it, whatever it is, then it's Total War?
I think it's the Total War franchise is because it's changed from before these games come out. You had your Age of Empires and things like that, when it was only focused on building a little village of 10 little soldiers, and then they move on to attack someone else. Where this tries to be the total package of you play the strategist game of Risk over the game board, so to speak, moving your little army figures around, and then you can go actually into the battle and control thousands of people running around and having these big fights. So it tries to be the Total War package.
Yeah, so it's designed so you had the army, not just a few troops. You had the army, like you'd have platoons of people going in each time.
Is it basically an RTS?
It's an RTS. It's a turn-based board game, and then when you do engage in the enemy, it becomes an RTS on the battlefield.
I would say here, according to what I usually use as a main source, Wikipedia, it's games combines turn-based strategy and resource management with real-time tactical control of battles.
There was even a TV show that used its engine, Road Total War. Yeah, it was on the History. I think it was on the old History Channel.
But they used to recreate the battles.
Yeah, they used to recreate battles, and the show contestants would get the guys on the computers to tell them where they wanted the troops, and if they beat the game.
This, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was based on the Rome Total War engine.
Oh man, that is taking it back. Well, the thing is, another thing that I like about looking into this game. This is a UK developed by a UK based company, the Creative Assembly.
Yeah.
They've had 3 publishers of the series so far as well. They've had EA, Activision, and Sega. So
Sega's the old school with the medieval Total Wars, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, who are they with now, by the way?
I think it might be EA, because they're trying to release one every year now, which is what they've just done with the Total War Attila. They haven't changed the engine per se. They've just from Rome Total War 2, they've released Attila a year later, near enough. And I think they're going to keep doing that now.
Oh no, published by Sega.
It's Sega. So
it's still Sega now.
Well,
yeah, so it's Sega. Yeah.
Electronic Arts was the first one, and then they got bored of it, gave it to Activision, And then Activision, knowing Activision, decided, no, we're going to Call of Duty. I've got a feeling this is going to work for us, which it did, until nowadays.
Yeah. I mean, they've had obviously a lot of problems with the newest one. Total War 2, Total War 2, sorry. That had a lot of bit of backslash with it.
They had to heavily patch it and kind of re-release it.
Yeah, they re-released it and then they gave everyone who brought it the Ultimate Edition, didn't they? As it came out recently. And now apparently it's really good, but I haven't played it.
I would say the newest one's only just come out, and that's Attila. That came out on the 17th of February.
No, it's the Total War Rome 2 was the one that made the big leap, which is what the Attila and is based on the Rome 2 engine. I think it's just got a few new. Obviously, it's a new time setting, and it uses a few new concepts and stuff and factions, but it's near enough the same game once they got that engine perfect, because it was plagued with bugs and the AI was a bit pathetic, so to speak.
Yeah, but you can just walk in and just do it and get done.
Yeah, which isn't what you want. Where like I played a lot of medieval Total War 2, which is the one that Doc used to play, and I use a lot of mods on that, like a Lord of the Rings one. A lot of other fantasy ones you can mod it so it's like in the Stone Age and things like that. So there's a lot of scope, and even though the graphics were kind of poor, the actual gameplay and mechanics are still amazing today. The way stuff moves and the resource management and stuff is just out of this world, especially when you mod it and you can get more out of it, like the Lord of the Rings, having 10,000 orcs against all the taking on the all those battles from the films. It's just great to relive.
Brilliant.
I'm just looking over at Cajr at the moment, and he's so completely. Yeah, you're right, Cajr.
He's on Football Manager.
Sorry, you were saying something, sorry.
You're right, mate. You seem a little bit zoned out there.
It's all this PC talk.
Well, all right. Let's talk a little bit about RTS. Is it RTS? What do you mean, learning my new words?
Letters.
Yeah, whatever. RTS. What have you played any yourself, Cajr? Because I would have thought
over the years I've played a few.
I would say this is probably one of those kind of games that you would actually probably enjoy. It's in your single player PC.
Yeah, I've played the main one over the years, which was Command and Conquer.
I
played the original on the PS1, and then I've followed them throughout the years. But
see, this is the console version of your Total Wars. We had Command and Conquer.
Yeah,
you guys had it as well on your PC, but
of course
as well. I think was there actually any games on it? I think it was it was all with looking at Total War. It was all PC based. They never actually brought one out on consoles, which they're missing out.
They're not really.
I think it's one of those where it's the actual. It does take a lot of power to play the games, but you do need to. It's the speed of the mouse and the hotkeys you can have on your keyboard, which don't translate well to a controller. I know Age of Empires come out on, and you said Command and Conquer, they come out on the console, but they were more.
You can use just like X and scroll it and go around. Yeah.
But yet again, it still was a bit slow. Using those joysticks or the analog, where the power of the mouse.
You just with Command Conquer, you just scroll across to the right and you're on your menu and stuff like you don't press any other buttons. You're just there. A lot easier.
Right. I have now got the list of all the Total War games. Okay. This is not including the spin-off games. Can you guys name? How many can you name out of the series?
Probably about 10.
Say 10.
7? I would thought.
I'd be surprised if you could name 10 when there's only 9.
9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, according to this, there's 9 major games.
There was Medieval Total War and then Medieval Total War 2.
Yep.
There was Shogun Total War and Shogun Total War 2.
Yep.
There was Rome Total War and Rome Total War 2.
Of course, yeah.
There was Total War Empire.
Yep.
And then they did another game of that was Napoleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've done Attila.
Yep.
And I don't think it's released yet, but they're bringing one out that's kind of going to be like a MOBA, which is something to do with Battlegrounds Arena or something like that.
Well, they've got the spree. You've got all the major ones right. With, like I said, Attila being the newest one on the series, so it's a new, what's it called? A new brand for them as well, which is, by the sounds of things, have you guys managed to play this one yet?
I've not played it. I've seen a lot of people playing it.
Yeah, so a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. I'm guessing. It's better than the Rome 2, by the sounds of things, it being completely ugly.
Yeah, I mean, because Rome 2's patched now, but I think it's scarred people's memories. And I think Attila's it's got a new thing now. I think it's a bit more fast paced, and there's like a raise mechanic. Also, you can go like Vikings as well as one of their low. They just started doing it now. On the old games, there was just one DLC, which was quite a lot bundled in. I think it started from the Rome 2 game, and also in Attila they've released factions, like groups of 3 factions, as extra DLC for like £5 or £6 coming releasing, which is a bit, you can't. Before you could unlock factions as you conquered them through the single player campaign, and then you could go all 30 factions. On these games, you only be able to go 10 to start with, and you can't go any more unless they release a new one every 4 months or something. Or you pay for these like bundles, which is like the first one is like the Danish or like the Viking bundle for Attila. But it seems a bit like a bit of a money grab. If it's a franchise law, it is a bit of this squeezing extra money out of everyone.
That's what everyone seems to be doing at the moment. They're just trying to squeeze as much money as they can out of everyone. So it's like,
The thing is, we've spoken about the whole microtransaction things and DLC before, and we know our views on it, which you can listen to on the previous CTG podcasts. But looking into it, I'm like I said, I'm not a huge fan of RTS in the first place. I've not got the patience to play. I think the closest that I've played Command and Conquer, like I said. The closest that I get to having any patience of playing these kind of games, and if I'm offending anyone about this, I'm sorry ahead of times, but Civilization 5. Does that count? That does count. Thank God I've not offended anyone. Because I know it's one of those areas where you've got to be very careful, because people are very protective of these kind of things, which is...
What about Civ 5? Sorry, I was zoned out then.
The only major game that I actually enjoyed about it. Cajr, stop spacing out. Wake up.
It's all this PC shit,
What do you expect was going to happen on this episode?
I'm just waiting for Doc to bring up one thing which he always brings up when it starts talking about PC.
Do you want to bring it up now, or do you want to wait
just
till
get
later?
It out of the way.
Yeah, just get on with it.
Nope.
No. Okay.
I'm not going to mention Master Race.
What? You're not the Master Race.
All PC games come from a Master Race line which was born on Atlantis, and unfortunately it sunk to the seas, and all of us had to flee to the commoners' lands and hide out in our living rooms.
And that's how it happened.
Yeah, that's how it happened.
No, you're not the Master Race. You're far from it.
I like to think we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like to think, but you're not.
Yes, PC Master Race.
Area
that makes you
keep deluding yourself.
Thousands of pounds every time a new game comes out. Well done. Oh, we've got better graphics. We've got 60 frames per second. Awesome. Yeah, but how much is that going to cost you on a graphics card? Oh, don't worry, it's going to cost me at least 4 PlayStation 4s.
So, yeah, let's just ask Doc. No. How much has your PC cost you this time?
Here we go.
Well, this is it. Even though I've just built my computer for X amount of money, but I'm only spending £10 to £15 a game, where those on a console are spending, like my brother is spending £50. So if he buys 4 games a year, that's £200. I after 2 years, 3 years, after 5 years when my graphics card's out of date, you've spent £1,000 on games of just having 4 games a year. Then you have to buy a new console for £500. That's 1,500. That's 2 or 3 of my PCs.
Oh yeah, I agree there. The games are cheaper on the PC. But the thing is, at the same time, when it comes to actual... I'm always going to go on the side of consoles. You know I am. That's where I grew up.
It's where I grew up.
Yeah.
But I just think that
what are you guys doing?
They are both for gamers, and we are all of the same breed. But I just prefer the community on the PC side is a lot more helpful. Helpful to our PC users, and also the game developers that are out there that aren't allowed on consoles yet because Microsoft or Sony turned the nose up to them. There's so many great games that console people are missing out on.
I think we've got a new
not because of the games themselves who have consoles, because of those devs.
Yeah.
Hashtag PC Master Race.
It's true. Like the consoles are missing out on the thousands of games that just because, especially Microsoft, on the Xbox don't allow indie games because they charge them excruciating amount of money to be on there.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is, what's it called with Xbox, and when it comes to the indie games, they are doing a stupid thing in the first place where they say, look, you either bring out your title with us first, or at the same time you either bring it out on the PlayStation 4 and the PC. Unless it's already out, like for example Goat Simulator, which comes out next month.
Yeah, but even then, that's only because the Goat Simulator has made money, they're allowing it on the console.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it's big on PC.
Yeah, that's making, like Minecraft, that's making loads of money, we'll put it on console. That's making loads of money, we'll put it on console. Which, okay, fine, they want to make money, I understand that, but, there's so many good developers out there that, as Shimmy said, that can't get onto console and a PC base just because they can't afford to go onto console, or they won't go onto console because they're not popular enough, and they're missing out on so many games you can potentially play.
The thing is, what's it called?
I actually agree with that.
I do agree with that as well. But at the same time, when you say that there's... the good thing about consoles is, when it comes to the indie games coming over to consoles, we haven't got the problem of all the shit that comes with it. It's like finding a diamond.
Are you sure? Think back to games with gold over the last 12 months. How many of them games have been good?
Yeah, but you got to think it this way. If they going with what they're saying, that only games that have done well is coming over to consoles. If they're the good games in indie that we got on the Xbox, what are the other games like that haven't come over to the Xbox? Or
but that's just down to personal choice, because obviously not everyone likes every kind of game.
Exactly. Yeah.
So there could be a game that I really enjoy, and I'll go, Shimmy, let's try this game. He'd be like, oh, I don't really like it. I think there's more choice on PC to console.
Yeah, I think especially when if you look at everyone has an Xbox One. If you look at my brother's 10, his Xbox One library will be exactly the same as you and your Xbox One library, even though you shouldn't really be playing 18 plus games anyway and stuff like that. But like me and Mike here, we play Arma 3 together. We play Minecraft together. That's about it.
Yeah.
Everything else is quite... He has his library, and we talk about them, but we've got vast libraries that my own personal choice. We have the single-player, multiplayer games, adventure games, everything. And we talk about those games, and we appreciate them, but the libraries are so vast, it opens your way up. I see games people play and think, well, I've never even heard of that game before. And it's got a massive following of its own. Where on the console, you're just so limited. Xbox One's come out, there's only one game available. Everyone's buying the Call of Duty. Everyone's just playing the Call of Duty or the FIFA games every year. Everyone's got them, and it's a bit limited. You can't. I can go off on tangents. I've got vast choice of free to play games as well.
Yeah,
and that's
bad sales doesn't mean it's a bad game.
Yeah, really says, yeah.
No. But it's like say, Shimmy plays World of Tanks. I've never played it, but I wanted to find out about it, so I just had a conversation with him about it, and it's one I'm going to try. But also, like World of Warships to come out.
Yeah, is that coming out? Is that come out, or is it coming out?
That's in a closed beta now, I believe. And I think the PC has that kind of range of games that little gems just pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And with Xbox, it's like, this is coming out, this is coming out, this is coming out. But PC, you don't realise half of the stuff that comes out half the time. And you just go,
it's modding
wow.
as well. Like World of Tanks is on 360, Xbox 360, but I've got mods on it that...
The thing is, that's what I always go with when it comes to PC. It's always because you can mod things.
Yeah, absolutely.
The thing is, I do love the modding side of things, if it works. But like I said, unfortunately, sometimes with the mods, you need a powerful PC to use some of the mods. Some of the top mods, at least. If, for example, the only reason that I got Skyrim was to play some of the mods. Now I can't use all the mods because my PC is not powerful enough. And look, I'm running a podcast from it at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, I've got a rubbish PC, but it's like I use mods. Like I watched Game of Thrones, and I was like, I want a Game of Thrones game. They released, I think there's been a Telltale one, which was a classic thing. But I wanted one to fight, and I was like, they did release one, but it was a bit rubbish. You know, had bad reviews. It was a load of crap. So I thought, I wonder if there's a mod out there. So I looked for it, and there's one for a game I've got called Mountain Blade. So I modded it. Next thing you know, I'm running around Westeros with 250 soldiers, massacring everyone and taking over lands, battling the nearest Targaryen. I was having a whale at the time. Yeah. And it fulfilled a year's gap while I was waiting for the next series to come out.
Yeah.
And that was great. And because of one free mod, it gave me an extra 100 hours gameplay of a game and fulfilled me lust for one of my favourite TV shows while it wasn't on air.
Yeah, absolutely. I still believe, PC gaming is quite a lot about vanity gaming. Like, I don't need to do
I agree.
anything else on my PC for a long time. It's fun as it is.
And that chair, gee whiz, Mike. Oh, that red.
That is an awesome looking chair.
It's so comfy, does lots of stuff. But yeah, I don't need to do anything to it. Do I want to up the graphics card? Yeah, of course I do. Do I need
to? Get 2 graphics cards.
No, exactly. It's quite, you don't need to go top specs to run everything, but it's if you want to. I think there's more choice for PCs than there is for consoles.
The thing also, going back with the actual quality, what I've noticed with games, compared to the console and the PC, when it comes to getting games that are coming on the console, you don't have the problem where, I can just play the game, it will work, I'm happy. Unless there's a bug problem with the game itself, which is something, to be honest, we've noticed quite a lot nowadays, Assassin's Creed Unity.
Ubisoft.
We're really sorry that I keep bringing you guys up. But it's like, for example, when you go onto PC, and I've noticed this quite a lot, that you've always got to make sure you got the specs. You always get the specs about it when it's coming out on PC.
And there is a big bias between the 2 graphics cards makes. It's like, even though anyone can play the game on PC, sometimes Nvidia or AMD have the upper hand. Like, that specific engine for that game will run better on Nvidia, and some games, some indie games, completely crash on the other graphics card. Like an AMD,
it's like
don't playing the game, you can't run it over 5 frames per second.
I think a good example is Dying Light. That's NVIDIA friendly. Because NVIDIA, it has NVIDIA in the title, where I've had people have problems with it on AMD. Quite a lot of problems that NVIDIA has. So yeah, that's a big divide.
That was a big one. And Borderlands as well, that had an NVIDIA FX where you could shoot like the flags and it tore holes in it. But me on my AMD graphics card, even though I was running at 120 FPS, could I bugger shoot these holes in these things because I couldn't activate that NVIDIA side. But on the Tomb Raider, I could activate the AMD side of it and have every individual hair on her head flow freely as I was running about.
And then you go onto the console side where we don't care because it works on both.
Because it worked on both, but like the Tomb Raider.
We had flowy hair when it came out on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but no. The PlayStation 4 version was shit. Remember, I played it.
Oh yeah, it was still shit.
It was absolutely terrible. It did not make any difference. But then again, that's another thing. Like, say Last of Us, you buy on the PS3.
Yeah.
The consoles get updated. You get rid of your PS3, whatever. Then they brought out remastered. Now people brought that again on PC. You wouldn't have to buy the game again because it's just there. Like Borderlands. I don't need to buy the Hounds and Jack collection because I have them already.
Yeah, but have you got all the DLC?
Most of it.
And how much
And
does
if
it
not, we
cost
can
you?
just go on Pirate Bay and free.
No, we do not mention that. Seriously,
yeah,
never pirate
Jack's bad.
games because it's a bad thing unless you're doing a video that is looking at the 5 best anti-piracy things, because some of them are quite funny.
Always support your favourite musicians, and always support your game developers.
Exactly. Films.
Because otherwise, no one's going to make games if you pinch them. So you're just an idiot. You give those developers money and say thanks for buying that game. Otherwise, we're going to live in a world that's going to have no music and no games. And everyone keeps stealing them.
Unless you're a fan of One Direction, then go ahead, pirate it all you want.
Unless it's One Direction, yeah. Or Justin Bieber.
Yeah, just go ahead. Just go mad.
And hey, Top Gear, because nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
That's everything. We've got one good thing today and one bad thing today. We're seeing the beginning of the end of two things. Top Gear.
Cajr's really upset one.
I know, it's just terrible.
The only thing I'm upset about with One Direction is it can't happen sooner.
Yeah, but
I want them all to die.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of the saying that when one evil goes, another evil replaces it? So we're going to get another. I think it's going to be that Union Jack, guys.
You fucking started something, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm just scared that you know who they are.
I only know about them by accident.
Yeah, of course.
But anyway, let's go back to gaming.
Yes.
You know what the podcast is about? The reason why we're on Twitch?
Come on, Cajr, you kind of haven't spoken about this.
Come on, man.
See, console thing, come on.
Defend console.
You got Hell GD out.
What's the argument?
You've not been paying attention this whole podcast so far. We are 24 minutes into this podcast, and you have not paid attention.
He's been playing Candy Crush laptop.
No, I've actually got the podcast on, but anyway,
when you're on the podcast. Yeah, it doesn't help. You're supposed to be.
It's buffering a fucking lot. My laptop's playing shit tonight. Anyway, what was the argument?
Consoles versus
We were discussing
PC
console versus PCs. We've got 2 versus 2 now, basically.
Well, so we've got GD's not sitting on the fence anymore.
Well, I'm like I said, I'm more towards consoles when it comes to when you're getting your money worth.
Yeah, the way I look at it is, you get a console, you know that console is good for X number of years as long as you look after it.
Unless it's a 360.
Unless it's a 360, yeah.
Okay, and as long as it's well built, like any machine, as long as it's well built.
So waiting for Xbox One's version.
Yeah.
That just explodes. But yeah, PC game, it's like new game. 12 months every 12 months, like a new game comes out. You need this new graphics card. It seems to play in the best if you want. I mean, I know a few people. I know a few people at work who are PC gamers, and they were saying that every time a new game comes out now, I want to see it in the best settings I can possibly get it. I'm like, well, some games you don't need it. He goes, well, that's where I want to play it. It's like, yeah, you're gonna have to fork out another £200 for a new graphics card.
But that's kind of snobbery, because on the consoles everything's always medium. On our PCs, when it's set to default, it's always medium settings. So if you did buy the next graphics card, then it's one of those things where you can play everything ultra at high FPS, but it's not as if you're just competing with what the consoles are. You're still 3 years ahead. I mean, my graphics card only cost me just over £100. I got that a couple of years ago, and I can play all the new games still on ultra and stuff. It's just looking after your machine. It's snobbery. PC gamers suffer from a lot of snobbery, saying, I've got this, I've got 2 cards. I got the latest one that cost me £750 each. I've got 2 of them. I've got 64 gig of RAM, and it's just them being total snobs and being stuck to one arse.
Yeah, that's when it goes back to vanity gaming.
The thing is, I can think of one total snob. I do listen to their podcast quite a lot, but I'm not going to mention it just for the fact that...
you don't want to advertise this person.
No, he doesn't really need advertising because he is already quite popular, but the last thing I really want to do is get on his bad side.
I think I know who it is.
Yeah. that guy.
PDP?
No, not PDP.
No.
Uh,
Can't play a guessing game if we're not going to mention him.
TV.
Tuberculosis.
No. Yes, I don't want to anger tuberculosis.
You
don't
not
wanna
had your
get
jab,
that.
GD.
Don't want his wrath.
Did you have your jab when you were a kid, GD?
No, yeah, I did have my jab when I was a kid.
Then you don't have to be worried about them.
No, seriously, I don't want to. There's a guy that I do listen to who also has a podcast on Twitch, who is definitely a lot more popular than us because they've been doing it a lot longer than us. But I do listen to their podcast quite often, and I hate to say it, but he is one of the. When it comes to PC gaming, he is a real snob about it. He doesn't give consoles that much of a chance because it's always you can get better frames. Well done, you've reached 60 frames per second. Now you're higher than on PC. I'm thinking, I don't give a damn. I cannot tell the difference. In the first place, I have played games with higher frames per second all the time. I don't notice a difference. As long as I'm having fun with the game in the first place, I'm happy.
Yeah, I mean, for God's sake, we did just play a game which was literally a black card and a white card on the screen for about 2 hours and had a complete laugh.
Yeah, that guy who I was on about. Yeah. The guy I'm not going to mention on this because, like I said, I don't want to get into trouble with him because I do have huge respect for him. But at the same time, I think he is a bit of a snob when it comes to PC gaming.
Well, that's what I said.
And actually, that guy is actually a hashtag doodah, isn't he, as well?
Yeah. Oh, God, wait, yeah, that's a good point. Stop stealing our hashtag thing, even though you probably started it before us.
But that's absolutely it. Like, it is fantasy gaming, and yeah, I would love the new NVIDIA Titan GPU.
Yeah.
Am I going to get it? Do I need it? No.
PC, but
No,
I don't
of course I would. But yeah, my PC is going to last me 5 years, 6 years.
Well, it's like, for example, the PC that I've got now. I've had this now for, trying to think. I think I've had it for about 7 years now, and it's running perfectly fine with some of the programs. It's like, for example, I've managed to play Sims 4, Civ 5, for example.
Oh, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
I want
for example, also I've been playing things like BioShock Infinite. I've been playing some graphically powerful games. Okay, it is a custom built PC, so it is supposed to last. But honestly, I wouldn't mind getting myself a new PC myself because I can tell in certain areas it's running slow, and it is a 32-bit operating system as well. Exactly, that's something that does shock a lot of people.
You peasants!
I'm terrible. I need 64.
Anything from 32-bit.
I didn't know they still made those things.
On Windows 95.
Fuck off.
You have to wind it up at the front.
Was that?
I've got to power it up and start winding it.
No, I'm on Windows 8. I'm sorry.
I buy new hamster every year to run it.
You're on Windows 8?
No, I'm not. I'm on Windows 7. I'm not that stupid.
Oh.
In fact, I've got Windows 8.1, but I've modded it so it's Windows 7.
So it works.
Well done. None of this weird tablet view.
It's
Oh no, it's looked like a tablet, but I've got to use a mouse. Fuck.
Where was we going on this again? We was on about PC versus
Well, instead of looking at the obviously the fighting each other, Cajr's obviously console, and we mentioned like the Total War games. Would that be something you would be willing to play, Cajr? These types of games are kind of for PC. I mean, would you happily say have some sort of bigger controller that had a bit more bit of a keyboard on it, something like a mouse to play certain games on your console, so you've got the comfort of and the accessibility and ease of your console, but can also expand into other games because there's new consoles coming out now made by PC companies, Steam machines and stuff that you're looking at the future of gaming now.
Looking at the controller that looks stupid.
Yeah. There are definitely games that I do want to come to console, and if they did, I would play them, no matter how clunky the controls were.
But would you not
If there was a control-
play on your laptop?
Depends
Would
on
you
the game.
Would you rather pay £15-20 more just to play it on console than getting it on your laptop?
there's some games I have to say work better on laptop because of the memory and everything
on PC,
to do with all that. Well, laptop for me.
Yeah.
You know, this thing got sat on my knee.
Yeah. I forgot they can see you now. Yeah. We've been doing this too long as audio.
But yeah, there are games, but there are some games which there's some coming to console, which I think, I'd just like to have that in my library as a go-to game on Xbox when so I don't have to boot up my PC. There's, them kind of games. Like, there were a game I look forward to, Plague Inc.
Yeah.
That's a good little, it sounds like a good little go-to game, kill 20 minutes. Right, but because at the moment, to be honest, I don't really have them kind of games in my library on the consoles because they're not there.
But there's not that many games on the console just for like I'll turn it on, have a quick blast, then go off. Where PC, you think, I've got a couple minutes for work, fuck it, I've done a little bit, I'll save it, go off later on.
Yeah,
like I said, there are games. I mean, I play one game in particular. I play a lot. It's Football Manager.
Yeah.
Now that I could never see a good port coming to console for that.
They put that on console.
They did.
And it was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
They did two. If I can just find them. There they are. There it is. It was 07 and 08. I have guessed.
So it's been 7 years since the last one.
Still have them now.
Yeah, and they didn't work because you couldn't like with the mouse. You're like done. With the console, like here we go.
With the controls, it weren't the controls. It was the database size on the game. Now, in the game I'm playing on the laptop at the moment, my database size is, I think it last count it was 130,000 players.
Yeah.
Now on the console, and that's with about 30 leagues loaded. Mm-hmm. Now, on console, you were limited to either 3 countries or 10 leagues.
Yeah.
Which is severe. For me, that's limited me to way too much.
Yeah.
But that was a 360 version, but I can't see a decent port going to console for that.
Me, on your hand. Now, like I said, my favourite when it comes to RTSs is Civ 5. Now, I do agree that... I don't want to see Civ 5 come out onto a console, sorry, because I do. When it does come to it, it is one of those games where I can only see it working on a PC because of the whole mouse and keyboard. Okay, I know there has been Civilization games on consoles.
Johnson, know which my very first game of Civilization was?
What?
Civilization 2 on the PS1, and I loved it.
I thought you said on Civ 5.
But if you had also played that on PC, you would have noticed the complete difference.
Well, yeah, haven't you got it? You've got.
I got Civ 5, but I've not got Civ. Like I said, Civ 2
I played that Civ on PC, and I also played it on console. And the difference is just using the mouse. You have so much more freedom with a mouse to do.
Yeah,
things.
but it's not game breaking because it's a turn-based situation. You can take your time with everything.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it doesn't need. It can easily port a game like that over because it's turn-based. You can take your time. Right, these are your controls. This button might bring up this. It might take a bit more time to do things, but it's not time sensitive. You don't have to do it in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But then, okay, like I said, with Civ 5, I would like to see that stay on PC. No offense, but it is the whole of the... I can't see it working with a controller. I have tried. I think you can play Civ 5 with a controller on the PC, can't you?
You can play most things with a controller.
Yeah, I've tried it. It's not the best idea to do because it doesn't work that well.
I feel like Borderlands, I played that on console. And I also play it on PC. I feel it's just better on PC because I think the mouse gives you more freedom to aim and shoot.
Oh yeah, sometimes I go around with dads and play Call of Duty with my brother. I can't play that game now since using
maybe that's that could be just because we're more used to it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm used to using it with a controller.
Yeah, I completely agree. That's we're more used to it. We can obviously change the DPI on the mouse and we can do snazzy little things. But I couldn't ever see Arma 3 playing. I could never play Arma 3 on a console.
And this also brings us like esports. Is there any esports that are console based?
Yeah.
Something like Tekken.
Yeah, I think the fighting's mainly console based. For example, I think there's the Smash Bros. As well, which I'm surprised you've not noticed. You cannot play that on the PC.
No, but like if you said like FPS games, which is like Counter Strike.
Wasn't Call of Duty?
No, I think
Call of Duty one. Didn't they do Call of Duty
Call
one?
Call of Duty was because it was sponsored by Xbox.
Right. Okay. Well, obviously they use the Xbox for that.
Well, yeah. I think.
Sponsor.
Say for example, like this is going into a news story early anyway. The Gfinity competition that happened this weekend just gone. I think it was celebrating the new opening of a new esports arena in Fulham, England. I mean, it's the first dedicated esports arena for the UK. Well, they ended up doing a Counter-Strike competition for that had huge names like Cloud9, for example, in the competition.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, I understand when it comes to Counter-Strike, they are used to it because you can only... Oh, no, wait, the orange box. I keep forgetting about the orange box, which you could play on console. But yeah, they do play those on PC because it is a PC main area. But then again, I never disagree where... Yeah, I do. When it comes to mouse and keyboard, you do get more accuracy when it comes to first-person shooters. Yeah, you cannot question that because you have that whole. You can move faster with the mouse.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But like you said, it's what people prefer. Like with me, I've always when I do play first-person shooters like Borderlands and Call of Duty, and I've tried to play some of that Battlefield Hardline. Not my favourite.
No.
I'm not a fan of Battlefield in the first place, to be honest. So, but I've always played it on console. That's what I grew up with. I used to be part of clans which were competition aimed beforehand, and it was with consoles. But then again, it's like certain other games that are going to be coming out onto console soon, which I am actually excited about seeing. For example, one that's been on PC, and I played it on PC and I enjoyed it, and that is the MOBA side of things, starting with Smite, which is coming out on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Xbox? Yeah, it is Xbox.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. I really wish I was part of the closed beta for that. I've been trying to get part of the closed beta. It's not happening.
But then with MOBAs, like it's a click and play, isn't it? Like mainly, like but like moving the. I don't know. I think like with a mouse, you could have more precision than you can with a joystick.
Yeah, but by the sounds of things, a lot of people are really highly praising Smite on it.
Yeah. No, I've heard that as well.
I mean, the thing is with the controller, though. I mean, I think if you take like I play I've played Dota. You only have probably 4 abilities, so you can use your shoulder pads for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then you could probably get rid of the mouse and just use the left analog stick to move your character around, and the right analog stick to go around.
Yeah,
and select.
I'm pretty sure
so
it's the same with League of Legends.
It's the speed. If it was cross compatibility on the servers and PC, a heavily PC clan played a heavily Xbox clan, the PC clan probably would have those split second thinking when it comes to hardcore players. But casually, if you were playing it to have fun, wouldn't make a difference. But if for those hardcore, which MOBAs do have a hardcore player base, and I've been screamed at and shouted at for being a noob, and even on Counter-Strike for being been kicked off games, that would affect. So luckily console players can just play with console players, so it wouldn't make everyone's got the same hindrance. If it is a hindrance, everyone's got the same pros and cons anyway.
No, you've not played Call of Duty on the console, have you? Have you heard those?
I have done a long time ago.
Yeah, have you heard those 13-year-old guys? They do not lay. They basically lay into you for the stupidest little things.
Oh yeah.
I had quite a fun time recently.
I think I was one of them 13-year-olds once.
Yeah, I think we all were.
I was on the PS3 playing GTA the other day, and I went into a deathmatch randomly because I had a thing. And I was doing quite well. I said it as host, so I said it's a pistols only. And I'm not bad at that game, so I was headshotting a lot of people. And like there was some little kid just started trying to throw abuse at me for killing him like 6 times. and him not getting any kills. And he said I was hacking. I was like, you can't hack a PS3. You shut the fuck up. And he was just trying to lay abuse to me. I was like, look, shut up. I'm a lot older than you. I'm playing this a lot longer than you. Shut up. Go and buy a game your age like Hello Kitty Island.
Thinking of it, that's just reminded me of another story that happened on GTA, and I think it was Cajr and Dark. Cajr, do you want to explain this story, mate? You've been a little bit quiet.
What I can remember of it, it was GTA. We were doing a race, weren't we?
Yes.
And we had catch up on, so if someone were to just behind you, your car would literally slow down and everything. And early in the race, I think Dark Lord took this car out. I think it was just a complete accident. Just missed the turn because there were a quick turn, and a lot of people missed it. Later in the race, I think I was in like third, something like that. I was pretty out, and I could see this person behind a car behind me. So I thought, I pulled to one side because he's going to have catch up and he's going to fly past me. And the dick that he were decided to take me out. He just drove me off the road and I ended up something like 10th because of it. Bear in mind, it was just a straight shot. He could have gone past me and just finished the race and got third place, and I got fourth or whatever. And the next minute, there's messages going backwards and forwards. I think...
Yeah, I was there. I remember this.
This was the first and only time I've ever raged at somebody thinking it was because it was a completely dick move. I said, look, I clearly moved to one side here and you took me out for no reason. Turns out it got me and Dark Lord's cars mixed up. We were driving similar colour cars and everything. And I think Dark Lord sent the message too.
I think it was, yeah.
This comes with our favourite tagline of thing. It's GTA. It's not fluffy bunnies and unicorns. That's what he come out with. But yeah, completely dick move because of somebody else.
And since then, we've used it in most of our stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, it is a lot about especially they shouldn't be playing that game. They're obviously quite not mature enough to play that game. You're playing it for fun. That's the only reason you play GTA. You're not playing GTA to really take it that seriously, are you?
No.
I've been doing heists with people, and I fucked up, and I'm just pissing myself laughing.
I would say we need to get back doing some heists again.
We need to get this bus, and I've blown it up already. I'm like, yeah, sorry about that. We're having fun. We're messing about. That's all we are doing. But some people take gaming. Yeah, you take seriously at the right kind of times. But I think we all game for fun.
Yeah, of course. That's the point why we're part of a community. In the end, is that we are there to game for fun.
But the thing about us that play for fun is we get raged at a lot. I mean, on Call of Duty, we were discussing it earlier. I've been raged at plenty of times, and a lot of it's uncalled for.
I did when I first got my PS4 with Ghost. I thought I'd play Ghost for a little bit. I'm really not that good at that game. Walked in, I pretty much single-handedly lost the game for our team. I was getting death threats and everything. I was like, whoa, calm it.
There's one particular day, I think I had 3 messages in space for like 10 minutes on Call of Duty. I think I like to play hardcore. So there's team killing on, and there's one-shot deaths and all that.
Sorry, carry on. I can't spell.
Hashtag fluffy bunnies and unicorned.
Unicorned!
But yeah, anyway.
Sounds like a sex.
What's a unicorn?
The first one was because I was accused of being a camper. Now, if anyone knows Call of Duty, there's campers basically all over the place. This one person decided to call me out because I shot him from one place, and I would drop back to reload, come back out, shot him again because he stupidly decided to come through, come back to reload, popped out again and killed him a third time, went back to reload and I got killed, and because I was shot from the same place 3 times, I was a camper. All because I didn't want to reload in the middle of the fucking battlefield. And
it's a legitimate strategy, by the way.
Yeah.
Hang on, not being shot is a legitimate strategy. You're crazy.
But
so
because I kept jumping back to reload, he kept accusing me of
Only noobs reload. Just throw your gun away after the first clip and YOLO with your knife. Everyone knows this.
This isn't Borderlands.
I will say I am a noob at Call of Duty because I'm shit.
I'm
Let's go.
Are you Bambi's dad?
But yeah, this.
I was Bambi's mum. But
I just hate
Died in the
the.
fire.
It's the same old with Call of Duty. It's a good game. It's like a quick 20 minutes, like you say, but it's the community. I absolutely hate them.
Yeah.
Many a time I've been told to go and play core, where there's no friendly fire and all that shit. It's like,
or go and have sexual relations with my mother. That's what people tell you to do, isn't it?
yeah.
Hi,
It's the small child who knows nothing.
Hi, welcome to the CTG Podcast. We're quite friendly, actually. I promise you. Please stay.
But the thing were, these messages were coming from adults. They weren't coming from children. They were coming from people my age. And it's like, I have as much right to this game as you, but you're trying to tell me what to do because I'm having a bad round or I've done something it was wrong. Like I've tossed a grenade and hit a wall and bounced back at me and killed me.
To be honest, mate, you are a little bit shit. I only gave you that comment for that
reason. You're
reason.
playing hardcore and friendly fire's on. That's the only way I actually get kills in that game.
Yeah, they don't count as kills, but they know that if you kill your own team 3 times, you get kicked anyway.
You could just say you're American.
Whoa!
But it's like, we'll play like when we play Arma 3. Like if somebody like goes around killing people and like if you kill them and they rage at you, like literally everyone else in the lobby just takes the piss out of that one guy who's like raging, and it's hilarious. Like we were on there the other day. I think was it during my stream or was it after that? My 24-hour stream, where we were talking to our people about meeting up and just killing each other.
I think it was.
When was this?
We were playing it. It was me, you, and Bear. And they were like in their helicopter, and he come and killed you and Bear, and then and he crashed.
Yeah, that was great.
That's what you want, a little bit of fun. And then you see some people come on and just rage, and everyone takes piss out of it. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it was good, but yeah, because we was playing the game, having a laugh, and no one was taking the mickey if they did something stupid, like he killed us, but then he crashed his helicopter, didn't he? Yeah. And then he did own us at the end.
Oh yeah.
Because we did trash his base, but they attacked us, but no one was taking the mickey. But when someone does take the mick or goes on the global chat and starts being a prick, everyone just says, shut up and play the game. That's got quite a good player base on it, quite mature, because it's a hard game to play.
That's right, because me, you and Matt got called hackers because that guy had a base in the middle of the airfield and we just shot him up.
Does this
we went.
hackers a minute ago?
No.
No, okay. You just
story of being a hacker, being accused.
But yeah, we
even I heard that one. You're not listening, GD.
I'm listening. Half the
we went
time.
to this airfield and we were looking around the airfield for guns and whatever, and there was just a big base there, and we're like, oh, okay, so there's some guys tried to shoot down, so we've got a gun on the back, so I'm pretty sure you're on the back of the gun, wasn't you?
I was on the back, and I just absolutely emptied like 500.
So I'm circling around, and he's emptying the gun, and no, we killed him, and then he was like, oh, you bunch of hackers. It's like, no, we just killed you. And then
killed him and robbed all his stuff, blew all his cars up, and the rest of the loot so no one else could steal it.
Yeah,
and we got I think we logged out before we could steal the loot on his body, didn't we?
Yeah.
But it was like hackers 3v1, that's not on, and everyone was just like,
yeah, we were working as a team.
Anyway,
that was good times.
Yeah. Anyway, having fun, making fun of bad sportsmanship in gaming. We are coming close to the end of the podcast, guys, and as always, we was going to do another subject, but we can't. We haven't got enough time now, so we're going straight on to the quick update, quick news, whatever. And the first one I want to go with, sticking with Call of Duty. Do you guys know what PBS is in America?
Pubes.
No, it's not pubes. It's what's it called?
Does it happen at the end of every month for a woman?
No, it's not.
It's called Free Bloke Stress.
PBS is what I know of it. It's like BBC here, pretty much.
All right.
It's a TV company thing.
In Poland.
Well, they've asked why Call of Duty isn't about duty and why Medal of Honor isn't about honor. They pretty much... Do you guys agree with that? Do you think they are... The games that you've played...
I have a duty in a game to die.
Yes,
And a Medal of Honor, I do it with honor.
Died.
Yeah.
It's a title of a fucking game.
Exactly. The thing
is Halo really about heaven and people have halos? No, but it's a good.
It's about
Yeah, but it's got the rings called the Halo rings, though.
Yeah, but I've got a ring on my arsehole, but I don't go around.
Yes, peanut butter sandwich. Is there really butter in that sandwich? Public broadcasting system. Thank you, Alex. That's what it's called.
That's what it's called.
No, Billy's got it right. It's peanut butter sandwich.
Yes, the Peanut Butter Sandwich Network. Showing peanut butter sandwiches 24/7.
But, like, it's most games actually named anything to do with the game. That you actually do. You don't play Call of Duty and think, this is my due to play this game. I play it because I suck at it.
But I suppose Call of Duty is about a secret task force that they probably get paid thousands to do. It's not about the frontline soldiers that have been actually called up for duty. And also Medal of Honor. Do you actually get a medal at the end of it? No.
That's quite annoying, actually.
Honor and duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is with all this call of and medal of? What is with of? I think we should just get rid of. It'll be Medal, Honor, and Call Duty.
Welcome to Crave the Game of Gaming Podcast.
Crave Game.
Welcome,
Crave of Gaming Podcast. That's what you changed to. Of putting of in there somewhere.
Game Crave.
Crave.
But you're talking about Medal of Honor. I don't think Medal of Honor even exists anymore.
No, it's dead. It died because of what's it called?
Advanced Warfighter or something like that, were it?
Something like that. It died. It died bad.
Yeah.
So you've no need to worry about Medal of Honor coming back.
Yeah.
What about Home? Was it Homefront or Homeland? That was a good one.
Homefront.
Homefront.
They're making a.
Yeah, that was really good. Where you had the was that the one with the beach landing?
I have no idea.
That's one with it was the South. It was the Koreans, wasn't it, that invaded America?
Yeah.
Oh, is that you're the game Homefront?
Homefront.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are
Homefront.
making a second one that is actually being made by the UK Dambuster Studio, which is part of Deep Silver, which is actually based in Nottingham.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, so it's a local game. So if it's shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It will be.
I know.
Oh, Nottingham.
No, it's I've not played the first one, but like I said, when I play these kind of games, I'm not playing it for the story. I'm playing it because I'm having fun with my friends. I don't really care about the duty side of things. I don't care about the honor side of things, and I don't care about the front side of things. If you're going to pick on Homefront.
No, I was actually going to say it was a good game.
Oh, it's a good game. I agree.
And in fact, it got a bit. The only thing I didn't like was I bought a second-hand copy, so I had to pay again to go online.
Yeah.
Alex says, "Don't pay attention to those silly Americans." It just hurts when most of the news comes from those silly Americans, including our comedy. We call
music as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's the serious stuff, our comedy.
Oh no, they call that the news out there. Thank you, Mr. Howard.
Yeah. And we have Mr. Bean.
We've got Mr. Bean, who I'm surprised that most Americans think that is what the British are like.
Yeah.
He's our Prime Minister now.
Yeah, what's wrong with being a silly Americans?
That's a good
No,
point.
we love him.
There's nothing wrong. We love him. If it wasn't for that, we...
How many Americans is he?
Yeah.
What is wrong with being a silly American? It's like there's three joined. He's like a Diglett. There's three of them.
Anyway,
No,
like
Doug Trio. So Doug Trio.
Doug Trio, yeah, sorry.
American.
Let's move on to the next story. Broken Age Act 2 is going to be launching on April the 28th on PC, with the full game hitting PS4 and Vita that same day. Now, I've been playing the first episode and I do enjoy it. I think this just shows how good this game's gone, because this was the Kickstarter by Double Fine.
Mm-hmm.
And it got so good that they put so much work in the first episode that they had to split it into two parts because they ran out of money to make the second part. So they had to wait until enough people had bought the first part so that it could make the second part, and then they said it's going to be coming out on the PlayStation as well.
Yeah.
So,
see.
looking forward to it. Like I said, I've played the first part. It's a good game. It's a point and click, but it is beautiful art style. Awesome. It's 2D art style as well. It's beautiful. I'm looking forward to it. The second part of it. Moving on. Oh, we might as well talk about this. Have you guys heard about the whole Kojima fiasco at the moment?
Yeah, he's left Konami.
Yeah,
he's leaving Konami.
He's leaving. He's not leaving.
And he's taking Metal Gear Solid with him.
Is he?
No, I heard it.
I've heard he was
Metal
taking
Gear
it with him.
No, I've heard it. Reports I said that this Metal Gear will be the last Kojima Metal Gear. It's staying with Konami, from what I've heard.
Yeah, the thing. Yeah, but don't forget, this is from the same guy who said that Metal Gear Solid 4 was going to be his last Metal Gear.
Yeah,
true.
I think he's going on to other materials like wooden gears and Top Gears. He's going on Top Gear.
He's now the new lead host of Top Gear. Now,
you like that? No.
But it has been an interesting week because I think we started getting the news about it when that they had removed the Kojima name from the official website that was above the Metal Gear Solid 5 poster thing. Even on posters, his name's been removed. The Los Angeles studio of Kojima has been changed to Konami Los Angeles now. So everyone's thinking, what the hell's happening here? And then there was rumours that he was leaving before Metal Gear Solid 5 was finished. That made him actually come out and say, no, I'm going to be sticking around until Metal Gear Solid 5 is finished. And then he's going. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid is still sticking with Konami because like he says, he doesn't want to make any more, but Konami have actually said that they are planning to make more Metal Gear games. They haven't said Metal Gear Solid, they've said just Metal Gear itself.
Metal Gear Half Liquid.
No, it's going to be Revengeance and that crap.
Oh, don't go to Revengeance.
How would the game change affect things like if Metal Gear was made by Deep Silver, we mentioned him before, and that art style, what was if Pokemon wasn't made by Game Freak, it was made by EA, how would that affect the game?
You'd be able to catch one Pokemon, then you have to buy the rest of it as EA.
You get your stars and then that's it.
Free to play.
Pokeballs are redundant.
But I know when it was is it Prince of Persia? They changed that changed art style, I think, about 3 times. The last one was all cartoony, wasn't it? With like a bit of a Borderlands feel to it. Changed. The whole persona of the game changed, and it got put off.
That is actually an interesting thing that we can talk about one day. What if another developer actually took over from one of the major titles? For example, what if Activision... What if Infinity Ward made the Halo series? Yeah, you wouldn't tell the difference.
Yeah. Wouldn't have more of them.
There was actually a video I've seen. It said, what happens if Sega made Nintendo games? And it's shown like
well, not much has changed.
Mario with dead long legs and dead long arms, and then there was an evil Mario, and he's like, I already have an evil Mario. It's the name of the Wario, and he's like, no, I am wearing black and purple, and my name is Dark Mario. And he's like, oh no,
that is Sega though. That is
Luigi. What's wrong with your arms? And he's like, I do not know. And he's like got dead long monkey arms or something. It was hilarious.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Sony is bringing out a huge update on the PS4 tomorrow, which is Thursday for anyone listening to the audio podcast. Things that are going to be included onto it, they're going to be working on the friends list, finally, and the notifications of the friends.
What's the people come along?
It's only took them 18 months.
Oh, for God's sake. It's the only thing that actually upsets me about the PlayStation is the stupid notifications, and they're finally fixing it, which is good. Also, I never actually had this problem, but it's one of those things I've never realised. It has it's going to include a new suspend resume feature that allows gamers to jump in and out of games quickly and pick up where they last left off. I did not notice that. Did you guys?
It kind of has it already, but it's
only for
'cause
one
you-
game that you're
you
playing
can go-
already.
Yeah, you have to keep
so you can
on
have
that
like
game.
multiple games open.
Yeah, by the sounds.
That is going to outburn it like there's no tomorrow.
Well, Xbox already has it though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
To a degree.
Oh.
Yeah, the thing is, if you keep on pressing B, it will go back and back and back on whatever games you play.
If you've got that setting thing, yeah, I don't have that setting. I have just one set on one game at a time.
The patch will also allow users to search for fellow gaming friends on Facebook and easily view that their friends are playing, with the addition of a friends who played this section on each game detail page. In fact, Sony appears to be making more of a push towards social networking site integration overall. So, I don't
So your Facebook can have everything that you're doing in your PlayStation.
well, to be honest, Xbox already
Watch
does that.
Netflix. Doc Robin. Watch porn. Doc Robin.
You've really not been paying attention to what's it called?
And you have a
Twitter account lately,
girlfriend.
have you?
Doc Robin done this. Doc Robin done
You
this.
got your little Xbox camera thing. What's it called? Kinect zooming in on you
Yeah.
all the time.
It takes a
You're watching
picture of you as you're doing it. You're like, ah!
Heat signatures going off the wall.
Come on.
Anyway, moving on to the next thing. Like I said, update, blah, 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 comes out tomorrow. Expect it to be a big patch, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. Have you got the Evil Within second DLC? The Consequence will be arriving on April the 21st. I've not played the first one. I've not played the game properly yet. So, I'm not planning to yet. I've got it. I've not played it. Have you guys played it yet?
Nope.
No?
No.
What's that?
The Evil Within.
No.
Not played it yet. But if we're on about new games, I've just got the new Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Oh, I know, that's awesome, isn't it?
It's quality.
I've heard so much about this.
It's
like,
a brilliant game, mate. I've been
it's
playing
not I'm not really like that big on the Dragon Balls.
I've just started watching them all again. I think I'm up to episode 51 or 52.
Out of 700
Oh,
million.
screw that. Just
Yeah.
watch the abridged series. That is the best way of watching it, in my opinion.
Or the abridged ones.
That
yeah.
is the best way of watching Dragon Ball Z, no matter what.
No, I kind of missed the Dragon Ball Z because I didn't have Sky when it was out, so I never really got to watch it.
It's not grape. It's grape flavour.
I may have to purchase them from some website.
You can watch free live streams off Kiss Anime, which is what I watch off.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
I'll
like
have to
I
watch
said,
it.
just watch the abridged series. You pretty much get the same story.
Or just watch the abridged. Yeah, you get the same story just with comical elements.
It's like Popo.
Maybe better voice singing.
I want to watch the originals.
Next, the crew is rolling out a free 2-hour trial on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So, for those people who haven't got the crew yet, you can have a go at it for 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. It'll probably take you 10 hours to download the bloody thing.
Exactly.
Well done. Now buy it. Oh, it's downloaded. I'm gonna have to buy it to play it. Oh, shit. If you're giving away a 2-hour free trial, you know it's shit.
But on Steam giveaway, free weekends, and then if you want to buy it, you get 50% off.
Yeah. Once again, Steam discounts.
Fuck off with the Steam stuff, guys. I'm getting sick of the Steam stuff now. We're not having a Billy hype.
Yeah. Damn you, Gabe.
Alright, let's move over to something else. Talking about conventions. Gen Con is threatening the governor of, where is it? Indianapolis, that they will be leaving the state over a controversial state bill that's passed. Basically, what has happened is they've passed a state bill that is called Religious Freedom, and it basically is allowing shopkeepers to refuse to sell products to people if they, like, for example, same-sex marriage and stuff like that. A really, really terrible bill, in my opinion, just because of religious views. And if you've not heard of Gen Con before, it is the most profitable convention in Indianapolis. It makes
where?
Indianapolis.
Thank you.
Whose nipples are twist what?
Yeah.
You got your nipples in a what?
Sorry, what?
Indians twisted what? Indianapolis twists. Sounds like a cocktail.
You want Indianapolis? Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
No, basically, it's called Gen Con. It's mainly famous because it was made by where is he? Shit, I forgot his name. Some famous guy. Oh, by Gary Gygax.
Obviously, like Gary Glitter, like yeah.
It's a famous Gary Glitter convention.
Come here and touch kids.
No, he's from Gary Gygax, the guy who he basically made Dungeons and Dragons, basically.
Yeah, it does tabletop miniature board games and live action role playing, doesn't it? Yeah, card games and stuff.
But they've also had video games and other things included into it, and show how much damage it's going to cause if they do decide to leave Indianapolis. It creates an excess of about $50 million in net revenue for the city, which is a lot of money.
It only started there in 2003, though, so they've also been in Wisconsin, Milwaukee.
Yeah, exactly. But it just shows how big it's gotten. But don't get me wrong, I wouldn't have passed a bill like this in the first place. Now, this is probably because I'm British, and when it comes to religion, we're not usually the strongest people when it comes up to religious views.
Yeah, we don't really care.
We don't really give a damn. Oh no! Oh wait! Oh, he's looking for a cat. Were you looking for a cat, dog? Yeah, I'm on for the Gen Con side here. The thing is, I would leave because it's one of those things. It's religious things that we don't like talking about because we're British. We don't want to upset people. We don't give a shit at the same time.
But also, for a gaming perspective, it shouldn't be, especially when you're talking about fantasy things. What it's about, that shouldn't come into religion. Doesn't come into it, does it?
No,
I
think it's more to the fact is that they don't believe in the bill, because you got to think when it's saying that it creates revenue for the city. It's more for. It's not how much they're making in the convention itself. It's why, for example, go with South by Southwest, which has just happened in Austin, Texas. For example, it generates for the community at shops around it. Like, for example, let's say EGX in Birmingham, which is happening in September. It's going to be brilliant for Birmingham because the shops around there will be making more money with these gaming fans coming down here and staying for the 4 days. So they'll be making their money like that, and hotels are able to inflate their prices as well.
Yeah,
because they know something huge is happening around in this area.
Yeah.
So you see where they're going to be losing their money from here. Now, if you want Gen Con, if you decide to move to out of America, for example, here in the UK,
Birmingham welcomes you.
Yeah, the UK does welcome you, definitely.
All right, Gen Con. Where'd you come from?
Well, welcome. Welcome to
Birmingham. Feel free to go to your local corner shop co-op to get a meal deal. Boost your economy.
Welcome to the NEC Arena.
Yeah.
Where you going? We're not that gloomy, are we?
Yeah.
I just offended Birmingham. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have respect for you.
Right, I'm just trying to fit
And the thing. The thing is, GD, you seem to forget that
That my team member is from Birmingham.
No, it gets better for you. The founder of Crave the Game lives in Birmingham.
Fuck.
And he's married to a Birmingham.
I'm sorry,
man.
but look, I'm from Nottingham. It's friendly banter. Yeah, that's a British word. Look it up, America. It means we make fun of people because it's funny.
All of that Midlands banter.
Oh, that Midlands banter. It's perfect.
Yeah. Just a belt of mediocre.
House. Anyway, let's move on to another story. I don't know if we talked about this. Mortal Kombat. We didn't. We was on about Mortal Kombat that Jason Voorhees, I keep forgetting his name.
Voorhees.
Thank you. Was announced for the Combat Pack DLC, and I kept on saying over and over again, I swear I heard that Predator was also going to be.
No, you said you wanted. You said you wanted it.
Guess what? Either way,
he was the character you wanted in.
My wish is.
Isn't the Rudy Predator-esque character in it with Cyborg?
Well, now there's going to be a Predator character in it.
Well, there were three originally. There were three cyborg characters. You had Cyrax, Smoke, and I can't remember the third one now.
Cyrax is the one I know. I'm not big on the lore, to be honest. I didn't realise it was 3, so that's new.
Well, we don't go into it. It gets complicated.
I'd like to point out, the more you're talking about this, we don't have to talk about a Predator-esque character because there is going to be a Predator in the game now.
Yeah, but how does he fit into the... Is it just going to be like, and Jason Voorhees? Is he fighting for Earth? Is he in the tournament?
It's a DLC character.
It's like how did Freddy Krueger fit in it? We don't give a damn. You get to kill people with this character.
Yeah.
Do we really give a shit? The story's alright. We like the story in Mortal Kombat. But when it comes to the combat...
Explain it then. Yeah. Go on.
Well, there's an Outworld, there's the Earth Realm, and there's some other realms which we don't talk about. Like
Chaos Realm, Order Realm, you've got Heaven.
Realm.
You've got the Lionsgate realm,
Machinima realm.
Steven Spielberg realm.
The Michael Bay realm is basically just
Disney
explosions.
Bay realm,
yeah. Explain how a character can go from being a really bad character, but yet become a hero.
Oh, you're on about Sub-Zero.
Yes.
Well, basically, what happened was he killed Scorpion's family and his village.
Wait. Let me get my blanket.
Really, seriously, do we really need to talk about this because it's going to take a long time?
Next story.
Well, you said you liked the story, but I said explain it.
A lot of bad
they'll find a way to link Predator and Jason Voorhees into them games one way or another. They did it with Freddy Krueger.
A lot of bad things happened, and then it all kind of fixed itself, but it didn't because that means they wouldn't have the ability to make a new game.
They run out of war ideas one day. Warhorse on there or something like that. Oh, let's have Warhorse.
Yeah.
A warhorse.
or just a pet rock.
Yeah, just sitting there.
You know what? Seriously, can we move away from this quickly?
Metapod.
Like I said,
I choose you.
There's what's called. There's Predator
Plant.
is going to be coming out in the combat pack with 2 other characters that I didn't really pay attention to.
How much that cost?
Anyway.
But the thing is, if he bleeds, can we kill it?
Seriously, can we move away from this?
Alright, okay.
Zombies.
So basically, no. If they bring out an alien character as
Move
well,
away, mate.
it's just going to be Alien versus Predator the whole way.
There's no aliens in it.
It might be. There's Predator in it. Why can't it be
Talking
Alien?
about an update. Alien's going to be coming in. No, it's not going to be coming into the Mortal Kombat.
That would be just stupid.
I know. Don't be stupid, mate. Why would you have aliens? Where would they fit in the story?
Yeah.
Oh, but Pokemon's okay.
Why did you get Pokemon?
Just because I mentioned Metapod.
Yeah.
You only button mashing Harden.
Oh, do you know what I've just suddenly thought? Alien in Pokemon series.
Yeah.
That'd be just a fucking over.
Pikachu's chest explodes.
Oh
no, I love a Pikachu. But Professor.
Well, you've actually already got the 3 ready-made evolutions as well. You've got the face hugger, then it's a mini thing when it first pops out, and then it's the fully grown one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What is his special attack? Pop through the chest attack.
Yeah,
Chest attack.
it spits the acid.
I come on the inside.
Lays an egg, and you get another one.
Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Zombies are going to be swarming Burger Town in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's new DLC. So Burger Town is going to be returning to Call of Duty in the next DLC. Yeah.
Oh, okay, next story.
Burger Town.
Next story, Burger Town, yeah.
You're back on Americans again.
Equality.
The silence said it all then.
Yeah. Moving on.
Oh, yes, Bloodborne. Now, this game is getting overly hyped at the moment. But it doesn't seem that PlayStation really gives that much of a shit about them. That the trademark got abandoned a day before it launched in America. Now, to be honest, this was an accident. They have sorted it out now. But they ended up, like they did with Last Guardian, they ended up letting the trademark get what's it called? Abandoned, pretty much. But including that, they also had Kill Strain that was also abandoned, which was their new. What is wrong with you guys? Sounds like a nose pick with a bad ending.
Carry on.
Defamed. But like I said,
This is the longest quick update we've ever had, I think.
Yeah, especially when we said there was only.
It's not so quick anymore.
Can you guys think of any other stories that we can talk about?
I do have one actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been waiting for you to shut up.
Then go ahead.
Borderlands 1 could come to the Hamilton collection if I think it says if the fans want it. The reason it's not in the current Handsome collection is because it's actually made on a different engine.
So they're
they've got
making
more-
a collection of Borderlands games, but there's only 2 Borderlands games.
Yeah, there's the first two.
And not even one of them out.
Yeah, the very first one.
The main reason that they're doing that is because it's called the Handsome Collection, because Handsome Jack isn't in the first one.
But they've said Randy Pitchford
Yeah, but if
has
they
said
call it the
that.
collection, surely it should be all of them.
No, because
So
he's not in
it's
the
like,
first
so I'm going to buy a
can't have a
Jurassic Park
collection of one.
collection, but it's not got the first one in it.
Well, what's the point of having it there? When Handsome Jack wasn't in
Got
the
the
first
Aliens box set without aliens in it.
But yeah, Randy Pitchford has said if the fans demand it, it could, and depending on sales of the Handsome collection itself, is it 2K?
one? Probably, I don't know anymore.
2K, whoever's doing Gearbox. Gearbox could bring it to.
Yeah, but just because it hasn't got Handsome Jack in it doesn't mean they should not bring out the first one.
Well,
if I buy a collection, I expect the whole.
it's-
Okay! Let him just finish the goddamn story, please!
I'm so fucking happy I'm not buying that.
Just let him finish the story so I can do the new releases.
But like I said, the reason why it's not actually being done in the first place, the first one, is because it was made on a different game engine, so they'd have to do more work. That's the reason Borderlands 1 isn't coming to...
Laziness.
Why did it take so long for him to just say that?
I said it, but then everyone jumped
said it
on it.
earlier.
He didn't! You didn't give
No,
him
but
time!
they might as well call it Borderlands the Semi Collection.
It's the Handsome
why?
Jack!
So wrong.
Or Borderlands 2 with all the DLC you've already bought.
Right,
Collection.
anyway. Let's just move on to the new releases, please.
What?
Okay.
The collection releases or the Semi Collection?
Well, the collection releases on Friday.
Half releases. The re-releases.
I am so looking forward to that game.
Anyway,
Which one?
Starting with today.
Borderlands.
You can't have the first one.
I've already got the first one, actually.
He's already got it, yeah.
but not a next gen console.
You guys finished?
Why do you want to play it on the Xbox? So why are you buying the Handsome Collection then?
You
I
already
got all
got
the
it.
DLC. Pre-sequel. Purely for the pre-sequel, so I refused to buy it for
Buy the pre-sequel.
360.
Buy it on your laptop.
I'm not chance in hell.
do
Not
not
that.
start this
No,
conversation
no. I am not buying any
Why?
shooting game on the fucking laptop.
Guys, can
Why?
you- Please.
No,
Because
shut up.
512 megabytes of RAM. Can't play it.
Is there a way to mute you guys?
Okay. Nasty.
I really
That's
need
just
to
nasty, GD.
I need to see if there's a setting in this so I can just finish the podcast, please. People are wanting me to finish.
Who wants to finish?
I'm waiting for you now.
Do our viewers want us to finish?
Guys, do you want me to do the new releases now? Please say
Yes.
yes. Thank you.
No.
Anyway, I'm going to do it. Starting with today's release on Wednesday, the 25th of March. Slender the Arrival has finally arrived on the Xbox One and PS4. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about this first because there is going to be something happening on Saturday at, I think he said 8 PM or 9 PM. Hanksy has been forced to play this game in the dark. Oh, joy.
Oh my.
So, yeah, go to Hanksy, twitch.tv/Hanksy1974. 79, not 74. Why did I say 4? Where did I get 4 from? There's not
It's
even a
making
4
him
there.
older.
Thank you. To the twitch.tv/Hanksy1979, where he'll be playing the game in the dark as part of the CTG Podcast challenge. Don't worry, Cajr is coming soon.
I did like an afternoon of Minecraft. That was my challenge.
No, you failed your challenge. You failed.
Isn't it mine next?
Yeah, it's your next.
Yeah,
you're going back to Sims 4, mate. I've heard this.
You have no chance. You have no chance you can come back.
Anyway, moving on to Friday, the 27th of March. Bloodborne comes out on the PS4 in the UK finally. It sounds like it's going to be a great game, especially if you're a fan of Demon Souls. Forza Horizon 2 presents Fast and Furious, comes out on the 360 and Xbox One, digital only. Oh, this is going to be great. Taiyukidin Kiwami.
Say that again.
Do what?
I missed that.
Taiyukidin Kiwami is coming out on the PS4 and the PS Vita.
Sorry, say that one more time.
Is that UK sales or is that just Japan?
This is in the UK. Taiyukidin Kiwami is coming out on the PS4 and the PS Vita.
Right.
Sorry, just say that again.
No, I'm not saying it again. You can forget.
I didn't quite get the last word. I'm writing it down.
Team Awesome. Yeah, that's upset you guys. Right, I've got to shout that one because it's in capital letters. It comes out on the 360, PS3, Xbox One, PS4 and PC. Lego Ninjago Shadow of Ronin comes out on the 3DS and the PS Vita. Inazuma 11, Go Chrono Stones, Wildfire and the same thing but with Thunder Flash comes out on the 3DS.
Imagine Googling that shit. You'd be there for half hour typing this shit in just to get it right before. This is fucking ridiculous. It's like putting It's not. I was like missing out the first game in a collection. It's just ridiculous.
Oh.
It's like living in a sewer.
Damn it.
With no ball.
Yeah, got it there.
Sewer mention.
Sewer mention.
Motorcycle Club comes out on the 360, PS3, PS4 and PC. And the game that most of us are looking forward to, except for old Doc, because he is getting really pissed off that it's not a full collection. Borderlands, the handsome collection.
Semi fucking
comes out on the Xbox One and the PS4.
Okay, right. Take your girlfriend some roses and cut off half the fucking rose and give it to her. She will be pissed off.
Look at the other half. Oh, sorry, love. It was only green. It didn't have.
But it says the Handsome Collection, meaning it's the story of Handsome Jack.
Exactly.
Like GD said earlier, Handsome Jack is not in the first one, so it can't be.
Fucking pop out.
It's like saying, oh, let's have
Don't vote Awesome.
with Halo the Master Chief Collection. It's all about the Master Chief. Yes, agree.
He's in every game.
No, he isn't.
Why don't we put the Halo Wars in there then?
Yeah, what about ODST and...
That's coming. ODST is coming.
And what about Reach? Why is that not in it if it's following your route of why Borderlands should have all 3 games in it?
But the only reason they didn't do it was because they couldn't be fucking bothered.
Yeah.
This makes sales really quickly because people want to buy £50 just for the story collection, and they already originally owned the other 2 games. Catch.
Okay, can I finish? One more game. There's one more game.
Okay, go on. Sorry, carry on.
Right.
You started.
On Monday, the 30th of March, Dead or Alive 5 Last Round comes out on PC digital.
Perfect.
I like to point out, me and Dark Lord finds it a really good game, even though we get up on getting our asses kicked by some guy. We think it was a guy. I doubt it was a guy. No, it would be a guy. It's Dead or Alive. Oh, look, cat attack. Hi, cat. How you doing, kitty? Anyway, so that is it with what games are going to be coming out until... Oh my god, there's no games coming out next Friday.
Can I get paid? There's no games coming out. That sucks.
Don't worry, the game's coming out Thursday instead.
Hey.
So it'll be coming out Friday in England.
Including an expansion for Dog to play.
I'm not ever playing Sims again.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go with what we also do. Have you guys got any plans, as in streaming-wise, this week? Starting with our guest, RedShimmy. Have you got any plans streaming?
I might try some over the weekend. Some Dragon Ball Z. Try that out. See how that goes. And then it'll probably just be my normal World of Tanks or something like that.
Okay, and he's on twitch.tv/RedShimmy, which you can see underneath his name thing. Next, we go to the left of RedShimmy. Cajr, you got any plans this week?
Do we have anything coming up with CTG?
Not that I know of, but we can plan something, I guess. Well, we're gonna be teasing Hanksy at least.
I may, if I can get a group of 4 of us together, do some Borderlands. The Handsome Collection.
Or Heist.
Which one?
We could do Heist. I want to do Heist. I want to finish Heist.
You could do some Heist if we can get 4 of us together.
The thing is, I probably won't be able to get Borderlands until at least another week now, unfortunately.
I never said it had to be with you.
Oh.
Oh,
Ouch!
oh, in your place, bitch.
Ouch!
There's other people out there who play GD. I'm sure I can wait 1 week without you. I can go 1 week.
You're a semi-friend, not a whole friend, like in the collection series. You're like the sewer friend.
Anyway, bloody.
Oh
wait, I forgot.
Crestfallen Z, look now.
Hashtag dog for Sims 4.
I'm not playing Sims 4 ever because I don't own the game anymore. I'm not buying it again, so shut up.
Just borrow it off your sister.
Yeah.
No,
Anyway,
no, because then I have to buy the expansions, and she'll be like, "Oh, I got the expansions." No, I brought them, like I brought you the game.
Twitch.tv/Cajr87. Moving next over to you, Doc. Have you got any plans? No one lies a semi. Doc, have you got any plans streaming this week?
I have no actual set plans as I am working quite a lot, but there will be streams up and about with various games. I don't know what yet though.
I keep bugging you about this, but we need to do our goddamn Battle of the Cravers.
We shall do that.
I've run out of video.
We shall do that. How is
Sunday? Perfect.
2 seconds. You working Monday?
Huh?
You working Monday?
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it Monday. How's Monday for you?
Yeah, Monday is perfect.
Awesome.
Yeah, but don't forget you can't do it the whole of Monday. It has to be half of Monday, so it's going to be the AM or the PM.
8 PM.
Do you have PM? Anyway, I'm off all day Monday anyway, so I think I've got to do a video and then... Anyway, let's talk about that later. You can find him at twitch.tv/DocRobin87. Me, on the other hand, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I've got Resident Evil Revelations 2, the second episode. I'll be streaming tomorrow, which is Thursday. Also, I've got to go back to Alien Isolation one day this week.
Yep.
Also, I'll be host streaming Hanksy's challenge as well on the Saturday. And then Sunday, you know, I'm going to say this now. Sunday, we'll be probably doing either Drawful, Fibbage, or we might go back to Cards Against Humanity because I really love doing that. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, so
A lot of typing for you, though.
Oh, not for typing for
you.
me. That was horrible, that part. But it was still fun. I really enjoyed doing that. So we'll probably be doing that again. Also, next week's podcast, which is April the 1st.
Fool's Day.
There's not okay. It's April Fool's Day, but there's also something special about that day as well. It is Crave Your Game's 1 year anniversary, so it will be 1 year old on April the 1st. So, which is a podcast day. So we'll I don't know. Are we going to do something special for this? Probably. You'll have to tune in and find out what we're going to do for that podcast.
Basically, we haven't thought about anything yet.
Exactly.
I mean, now we've got a week to get.
Basically, GD's just sprung this upon us right this moment, and he's expecting us to come up with ideas off the top of our heads.
Don't worry, guys, you've got a week. Except
Like
for
you
you,
think
except for
somebody-
Shimmy, you don't have to worry about this because you're a guest.
Yay!
Yay.
I can just worry about what you guys are going to be doing,
We'll think
and
of
if it's going to be entertaining to watch or not.
Oh, but
Right.
entertaining. We're just that we're here. That's entertaining enough. I'll probably have Doc and Cajr fight about something again, which is completely meaningless.
Actually,
like
we haven't had that many fights this week. We've been quite good.
Yeah, because you haven't spoken
This
to one of
week?
them that much.
That's why.
Well done, Team
Why-
Awesome.
Why don't you just do like vlogs of like a day in the life of, and then you could play that halfway through the stream or something, bring it up.
Yeah,
and then,
the day of the life of me. Well, basically, I'm here sitting in front of a computer, and that is pretty much what I'm doing for the next 4 hours.
Yeah,
Good
but
night.
this is me. This is me. I'm gonna have some dinner, or that's outside my house, and this is my computer, and this is what I'm doing. Or like behind the
what's that?
scenes, and
Yeah,
Doc could show us his new Weatherspoons microwave. And Cajr
There's
can,
so many microwaves. So
you know,
many.
paint the rest of his room blue or white, whatever direction he's going in and stuff.
This is very what here. I like to point out this is just a temporary thing. Then I'm going to move down to something temporary, and then I'm going to come back up here again, where it'll look all nice and pretty, and actually be a computer room.
Computer room.
It'll be a computer room. It was.
Yeah,
a
black
console
and red.
room.
No, I'm not making a console room. You can fuck off with that. I'm not doing that.
He's going to paint it all colours of the silver.
So what's that? Number 3, guys? Yeah, okay. So, I'm on twitch.tv/GDW2007. Also, if you are not a member of Crave the Game, you can join us at cravethegame.net. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow us on at Crave Your Game. And also, for any of the news, the podcast itself, the update, which comes out on the Monday, and for any of our Let's Play stuff, you can find that at craveyourgame.wordpress.com. I changed it, I worked it, and I think I did it right this time.
Way at last.
At last. So, you know what? Like we did last week, do you guys want to answer some questions?
But we were debating.
Who was debating?
Okay, yeah. Viewers, questions
Yeah,
now.
any questions? Any gaming questions you want to ask us, go
Yes.
ahead, as long as it's...
Or questions about us? Anything you like?
Yes, like why my head is short and fat.
Especially in that photo.
You know what? It's actually quite nice and sunny out where you are at the moment, mate.
That's actually probably 10 years old, that picture.
Yeah.
He has more hair now, I can confirm that.
Yeah.
So yeah, any
that's all
questions whatsoever,
instructions.
guys? We will answer questions for about 5 minutes. We'll answer a couple of questions for you. Our best knowledge. Any
Until then,
questions?
GDW will tell us about his favourite sewer experiences.
Well, there's this one sewer in Paris that is quite good. I think they call it the Catacombs. Oh wait, no, it is Paris, pretty much. It is pretty much
The catacombs aren't sewers, though.
No.
I know of a good sewer called Blackpool.
I'm not saying that because I'm Ryan is a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay, I mean, real.
Why are you not going to complain about Blackpool? You pretty much bashed Birmingham earlier.
Oh yeah, to be honest, yeah. Don't prejudice.
You know what? Do you know
Bash
what
them.
I feel like
And
bashing
the
at the
Americans.
moment? You know what I feel like bashing at the moment because of a football match that happened on Sunday?
Well,
let's bash Manchester.
Since you're getting a hat.
Flash that bloody stomp.
What, with 38 seconds?
Gerard.
Fuck off.
Gerard's heat map from that game comes off the sideline to the centre spot, goes a bit further, and back again.
Yeah, he did well.
Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball Z game night. If we can do that, I would definitely be up for it. If it wasn't for the fact that I've got it on Xbox.
I've got it on PC.
And I was not bashing any Americans. No.
If I was to have that game, I'd get it on PC, which is a game I want. But if it was worth it, I suppose I'll get it.
It is actually worth it. It's a brilliant game.
Is it RPG?
Kind of, yeah. It's kind of like I thought it was going to be a bit more actiony, as in because it's an adventure game, but the actual fighting is a lot more substantial, more like a fighting game like Mortal Kombat with the moves and the combos and stuff. You do actually feel like there's more substance in the fighting and less emphasis on the RPG, but it has enough character creation and RPG elements and customization to keep everything fresh. Then you're using the same characters and different points you can put on stuff, and the change in the stories and the co-op part is good, but it's not a full-blown RPG. You are kind of in the same area running round and then just jumping into different zones. But it's a funny one, so it's a weird one.
But yeah, the thing is, if you are thinking about getting a game, I do highly recommend get Dragon Ball Z, because it is Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Sorry, is it Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse?
Xenoverse, I would say, but I don't know how you pronounce the X.
But I do recommend getting it, because it is actually a really good game. I thought it was going to be a little bit shit compared to the other games that was in the series, but I've actually been quite entertained with this one.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it.
So if you are looking for a good game, that is definitely a good game that has come out this year and is quite niche. The only thing is, I think they've sorted out the server a little bit, but I think it's still a little bit buggy at the moment.
It is a little bit especially on the PC side. I've noticed it. I don't know if it's like on consoles, but it seems
we had some problems. I think
a few problems, yeah.
Now.
But I think it does. It keeps game. It's a good all round game for the gamer, and it's a good game in the franchise for a Dragon Ball Z fan. Especially like I'd never owned any of the other Dragon Ball games.
No.
But it's good because it sticks to the stories. You can play all those old battles and relive them and go back and do them differently. You can face with the enemies, or you can customize all your moves as well. Like I've made like a Namekian guy, and I'm training, and I've got all my powers, and I've learnt like the Destructo Disc off Krillin.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually went and learned from Krillin. That guy's a douche.
I love Krillin.
No.
He's got no nose as well. He's great.
No, I don't like the guy. He doesn't die. That's the problem. He just doesn't stay dead.
Oh yeah, I've just actually switched from him to Vegeta actually.
No, I'm gone with Captain Ginyu. You gotta love the poses, mate. You got to love the poses.
It's all about the posing.
Yeah, any more questions before we go and close off the podcast for tonight?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi,
these characters
AK-47.
Hello.
AK come at the end.
I know.
Yeah, welcome. Unfortunately, you're at the end.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think, have we got no more questions? No?
Give it a couple minutes. Obviously, there's a delay and stuff, so give people time to... A game I do want to stream again, though, and do from start to finish, obviously not in one session, is South Park, Stick of Truth.
Yeah, I've still got...
I do want to restream that just to play it again, because that is amazing, that game.
Well, if you haven't got time to stream it all, why don't you just stream it from halfway through the game?
I can stream it all.
God, that was a dig. Come on.
I think GD should go back to Alien Isolation.
I've already said that I'm going back to Alien Isolation.
Oh, God, yeah.
I can't face that bloody window door. Oh, there is actually one news story that I forgot to mention. And I kind of forgot about it because of Cajr's shirt top.
Batman's new trailer.
Delayed. A new trailer, 7-minute trailer, which you can find on Crave Your Game. But also, it has been delayed for 3 weeks. This is the second delay for it. So
they should just bring it out, though, because you console gamers like half games.
Broken game.
Sorry, half collections, anyway.
Oh, yeah, but as long as our games actually get updated, unlike yours.
What? I get updated all the time.
Yeah, mods don't count, mate.
No, we do get regular patches.
Yeah, every time I go into Steam, I've got
Unless
loads
it's
of
like DayZ.
Oh, that just gives up. I've given up hope on that game.
At least we get games before when they actually get released. We not waiting 18 months for GTA 5.
Yeah, how is GTA 5?
Hang on. Slender the Arrival was out on PC. It's been out for about a year and a half now.
Yeah, but it's been out on already.
I'd rather have a polished game like GTA, a proper port, and then some half-assed effort, and actually wait for it and then get it. And
how many times has it been delayed now? GTA?
Twice.
Yeah,
twice.
1 minute. Did you say that you would rather have a polished game than having half-assed effort?
Yeah.
Yeah, how is H1Z1 going?
It's early access. You cannot bring early access into this.
I can easily bring early access into it. You guys are basically our test subjects for this game.
Yeah, that's fine. But you can't bring early access because we were about to finish games here. But,
Yeah,
the 2K games can't even bother to bring.
Haven't you all just got Dead Rising 3? Is that one just recently?
No, they
No,
both
that came out on release.
PC. Did it come out?
I've had that
Must have been
ages.
an update then.
Listen,
It was a Watchtower shit, weren't it?
We have just got Tekken Tag Tournament. We've had Crash Bandicoot Racing, Mario 2.
Oh, don't forget, they've also had King of Fighters 98.
Yep, King of Fighters 98.
Yeah, that's good. I like the modding games.
We've had Wayne's World.
Yes, but then, when can you guys play that?
What, King of Fighters?
Oh, no. The older games. You have to go back to your console, which you may not have yet. Still.
Can you play Pinball 2000?
I still have my
no.
PS2.
We've got Zen.
Can you play on Microsoft Paint? No.
The reason we don't have to go back because we've got the more updated version.
Can you play Minesweeper?
Do you have Notepad?
Yes,
You have
I can play.
Yes, we can play Notepad.
No,
Play
Minesweeper.
Notepad.
Am I thinking at 360? There was a Minesweeper come out, and it was I think it might have been actually 360. Yeah, it was. Minesweeper flags. Oh well, that failed.
Anyway, I think we should end the podcast now because you guys we're getting a little bit angry about the whole PC Master Race being.
No, not really.
There is no PC Master Race. We're
We're just getting angry about the fact that the Borderlands collection is missing the whole fucking game. Even if Hamstrack's not in it, you expect the whole. I literally thought it had every Borderlands in it, and I was maybe even considering it. But now, no fucking chance.
Look, stop. Like I said, the reason why it's only got the first two not the first two, why it's only got the pre-sequel and Borderlands 2, is because it's a collection of Handsome Jack.
Yeah, but they only named the Handsome Jack collection. No. They only named the Handsome Jack collection because they did not bring the first one because they can't be fucking bothered. Oh, if people want it, we'll bring it out, which then you have to pay for. Oh my god, money grabbing at its fucking finest. For the same money, you can re-buy it on PC and all the add-ons. Yes?
It's gonna be DLC. Do you know what? I don't mind it because it's gonna cost about 40 quid and we get all the DLC and the 2 games.
It'd be cheap. You can buy the gold edition for like £15 on Steam.
Yeah, but I'd rather play with a controller that actually works.
You can use Xbox controller.
Xbox controller into the PC.
No, I'm not going to do that. It could get lost.
Because we were right.
I actually played Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse with my Xbox 360 controller.
I'm playing mine through my Xbox One controller because I'm playing it through the Xbox One.
Well, excuse me for being in the past.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway, let's end this, please. As always, we end it by... we always end it. We give it to our guest to end the show. So, Shimmy, go ahead, mate. End the show.
Okay, this is the end of the Crave the Game podcast. I hope everyone's enjoyed themselves. I certainly have. I've certainly enjoyed talking to Doc. I've certainly enjoyed talking to GD. Cajr, when he has spoken. And I hope one day you finish painting them walls. Whichever, if he decides the white, do it. If he decides the blue,
do you know what's behind the blue?
Come on.
It is my childhood Thomas the Tank Engine wallpaper.
And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, in the famous words of Jar Jezza Kyle, Jeremy Clarkson, sorry. That's the end.
Have you been on Jeremy Kyle? Have you been on it?
Only twice. The baby wasn't mine, and I didn't touch her mother inappropriately.
Oh, God.
Only with a frying pan.
This has got to be one of the best endings we've had for a long while. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because usually when you end at GD, you're the shit.
No, usually when it's ending, you two are still arguing about something that I don't even remember.
That happened once.
We ended up carrying on the show afterwards. Because it's just, I remember turning the music up and then turning it back down again, just to let you guys finish the conversation, the argument. Yeah. If any team's going to implode, it's going to be Team Awesome, and you already know this is going to happen.
No, we're like a really, really, really kind of dodgy relationship where it's like just hostile but really good at the same time.
You're more destructive than Team Creeper, and our motto is to destroy everything.
The thing is, me and Doc, we know where we stand with each other. When needs be, we can come together as a team.
Yeah.
It's just we differ on.
But look at
views
what
on
we say,
certain-
Destiny and Alpha. Like me and Cajr, like, yeah, we do this. You guys are like, yeah, run about, jump about, jump
Screw
about.
you guys.
And we
found a
smashed
beautiful,
it. We
beautiful
smashed
flower.
it.
We were about 2 miles ahead of you.
We
and
were-
we're
we were
2
in-
minutes into the game.
We was, what's it called? Enjoying our surroundings through the game.
So was we. While flying bullets.
You know, like Cajr with inside that locker in Outlast. He was enjoying his surroundings. Because outside
GD,
wasn't as
GD.
enjoyable. I'm not going that way. Anyway, let's end the podcast.
You want to go into you want to go into last. You want to
Bye.
go into last.
Bye.
In that one.
Remember, we'll be back on Wednesday at 9 PM. If for anything, just follow us, blah blah blah. And good night. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.